grip. It's a really nice safety system. So if, I mean, this is a nice carry gun if you want a big gun. Just carry it like that, and you can carry it cocked and locked if you want to. Boom, you're ready to go. Or you can carry it like that and just, have a double action. You can cock it when you pull the trigger. That's a really key feature of this firearm. Other than that, there's not a lot of fancy stuff. This gun, this design is older. Now, they make this in a lot of different configurations. They make it in polymer and with rails and everything under the sun. I'm not even familiar with all of them. There was one I was thinking, that's the one I'll get. It was one of the polymer ones. Then I got to looking around, studying a little bit more, and I saw the CZ75B that is kind of the classic metal version of this gun. I thought, well, I think that's the one I'll just get, because that's kind of the classic. And it's a range gun for me mainly, or plinking around the farm gun. It's probably not a gun I would carry. It's probably not going to replace a Glock or another gun. It's 9mm, and a gun this big with this kind of weight. So I just wanted to get one because it is a classic firearm. It's like you don't have a 1911 yet. Maybe you're not going to carry it, but you just need a 1911, don't you? Especially this year. So that's kind of where this gun fits, and I really like it. This grip, if you could take a handful of modeling clay and just squeeze it, get you a big chunk of it that's kind of cylindrical or whatever, rectangular, and just squeeze it the way you would like a grip to be, that's what this grip feels like. It's like somebody did that. It just fits like a glove, and it's one of the most attractive characteristics, features of this gun. Now, everybody I've talked to feels pretty much the same way. So you may have a different size hand and it doesn't feel that good to you, but it's just amazing. Pick one up sometime in a shop, a gun show, even if you don't have any intention of buying one. You'll see what I mean. It just feels like $1 million. So this is the second generation, I believe, of this gun, and it comes in a lot of different configurations. Like I say, you can get with a decocker. I think some of them, the thumb safety there is a decocker as well, and with a polymer. And I think all the polymer ones have the big rail under here, probably, maybe not. I'm not a big rail guy, so I kind of like this. This is neat, and big external extractor, healthy extractor there. So and then your magazines are your high capacity magazines, steel mags. So, and I had a hard time finding a couple other mags. I've been to several gun shows, and they're not that easy to find, used ones, and even new ones necessarily. But I was able to find a couple extras. In fact, I bought a couple at a gun show. They were labeled CZ75. Negotiated with the guy, got them down to a reasonable price, got home with them. Oh, great. They weren't even CZ mags. Turns out they're, they're for, not a Browning. There's something else, But you've got to watch it when you buy mags, because a lot of them look alike. They really do. So, it was for a SIG 226, which I don't have. So, anyway, CZ75, sweet gun. Let's shoot a little bit more here, since we have some magazines loaded up. All right. Nice, nice. Sweet. That's a nice trigger, really does. Very nice trigger. See if these 115 grain bullets will knock the tree around, the limbs around. I don't think they do very reliably. Still fun to shoot at, though. Ah, Pumpkin. Let's take a couple of shots on him. don't you love fall? Oh, those nice orange targets. We'll load up a couple more. So this is a pretty sweet gun. I can see why so many people have been after me for so long. You know, I just can't get to every firearm. I have so many that I like. But this is a gun that you could fall in love with. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about it. It's a sweetie if you just want a range gun. And one of the things, well, I shouldn't say that. You need a carry gun as well. But you might consider the polymer frame, you know, if you're going to carry it. Be lighter and I'm assuming just as reliable and work just as well. It has a very good reputation, no doubt about that. But I have been getting requests to review one of these forever, to get my hands on one on a CZ, and just regularly. So I started looking. Like I've said before, I see all the requests. I can't shoot every gun there is, acquire every gun there is, but I do see all of them. I don't answer a lot of those messages. People are like, do you have this? Do you have it? What do you think about reviewing one of these guns? What's your thoughts on reviewing one of these? As I've said before in radio shows and stuff, with so many messages I answer, I make a mental note of those and go on. Because people request certain firearms in so many different ways, and quite often they're asking a question. I don't mean to be rude by not answering those. I know what they're saying. I wish you would get your hands on a CZ or get your hands on a Sherman tank or whatever they're requesting. So, and I'll show you my holster here in a minute. I have a couple of standby holsters that I use with guns like this, so I don't have to go out and buy a holster necessarily for it. Just to enjoy it, packing it around the farm or whatever. And that is, I'm going to go and show you. It's a Don Hume, just outside, just kind of a paddle holster there, just outside the waistband holster. It's for actually a Glock, small Glock, 9mm or 40. That's what that holster is for. And this gun fits in it beautifully. It really feels as though it's made for it. If that tells you anything, I don't know. I just always try those. I have one for a Glock 30 or Glock 20 or the big Glocks as well. If any gun I get, any handgun, maybe short of a Desert Eagle, will fit in one of those two holsters pretty well, and I just make do with it. And this thing feels like a glove. It really does. It doesn't really strike you as having a contour of a Glock, but for some reason it fits beautifully. And I'm bad about not telling you that. That's a Don Hume outside the waistband holster. I don't know the model number, but it's a good old standby holster. By the way, that belt is recently Diamond D Custom Leather sent me that. I've got some of their holsters. I bought 2 or 3 holsters from them, and they've sent me a belt, and they sent me one holster, but they do great work. It's a fancy stitch gun belt holster, but it's not really extra thick. It's just perfect the way I like them. But so anyway, I'm bad about, oh, and over here I have some Phobos. Now these are $500 mag pouches, Phobos. Paddle holster inside the waistband. You just tuck them in there. Actually, they're about $15. Just kidding. So I'm bad about letting you know what I have on and all that. I'll be looking at comments. There'll be a question on a video 2 years old. Somebody want to know, what holster were you wearing in that? And I'm wearing a shirt over it. And I had no clue what I was wearing back then. I have to go back and try this. I can't even figure it out sometimes from seeing the video. So, I have tried to do better about that and list that in the descriptions, but I forget sometimes. Okay, get these mags loaded up with a couple more shots. We haven't shot any animals. We're going to shoot a couple. See if these big, heavy 115 grain 9s will knock them over. This is all, I think it's UMC. Okay. Take a few more shots with this gun. It's a really nice one. Feels good. Okay. Let's go over and just see if it'll knock anything over. Of course, minor detail. In order for it to knock something over, I have to hit it, don't I? Mr. Piggy. All right. Slow. I tried to make sure I didn't have any of them set hard. Oh, I can't believe he fell.